One, two, one, two, one, two. What's the deal, man? It's your boy T History. I'm out here on another edition. I'm having a guest this evening. Um, this should be pulling up shortly. Also a YouTuber. I'm a guy that's been through a lot in his years on this planet Earth. And we should have a nice little time here. Um, Brother goes by his channel is called Moving Forward with Rafiq. He's been doing a lot of damage out here on the YouTube circuit. So ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce once he brings to the panel. As usual, you guys buckle up your seatbelts, wash your phalanges, wash your backside, and let's just have a good time tonight. Thanks for everybody that's going to pull up, the people in the bushes, the bush babies, along with the people that will catch it on the repeat and the people that catch it live. And yeah, hopefully everybody had a wonderful day, wonderful evening. Looking out. It was looking nice outside this today. Beautiful, pleasant day. The sun was looking right. Hopefully everybody was safe and continue to be safe and get to enjoy this beautiful weather. You know, and, per usual, just waiting for the guests to come on, pull on up. That's how it always works. Everybody, saying get acquainted, pull up, get your chairs, get your drink or two, roll up, do what you do. Let me see here. That's always the case. This was what's great because if it doesn't go this way, it doesn't go right. Oh, it wasn't looking for you, buddy. And this way go. Yes, thanks for the what's the deal, brother? Thanks for coming. Just waiting for the guests to pull up. Yeah, the bush baby, the people they have no patience to things. If things are not on point, they yeah. All right. Just hit the link, my fair brother. I have no love for the historian. Yeah, just hit the link. This thing must be the wrong link then. My fault. I don't know why that happened. I didn't do anything else. My fault. The link must have been wrong. Why would you be backstage? I didn't put you back there. Why would you be backstage? Pull back out of there then and hit the link. I don't know how you could be backstage. I didn't put you back there. Mm-hmm.
My man.
Okay.
My man. Salute. Peace and blessings. Baby, please, you have to go over there with your sister. Please.
Ow, it's cold.
If you have to go over there with your sister.
You good? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm good, homie. I'm good.
Okay. Oh, it's up there, but that's great. It's up there, but I ask everybody that blesses the podium, which I'm glad that you're here. Would you let everyone would you let the people know who you are?
Absolutely. My name is Rafiq, Abdul Rafiq. The name of my channel is called, let me move over here to the side. The name of my channel is called Moving Forward with Rafiq.
Okay. Yeah, everybody be 18. So, would you let the people know where you from?
Born in North New Jersey. Right now I'm in Trenton, New Jersey, but I lived all over Jersey. I lived in Atlantic City, New Jersey. I lived in Passaic, New Jersey, and I also lived in New York, in the Bronx for a few years as well.
Oh, okay, that's what's up.
Well,
So that's what's up. Would you explain the Jersey life and like how was it like coming up? Like in well, because those are different. Because those would be different. Yeah, could you just explain your childhood just in basically?
I mean, I wouldn't really say not too much different from any other city, urban city. You know what I'm saying? That you know what I mean? That has its drugs, and its crime rates. You know what I'm saying? I was unfortunate to you know witness some things as a child. You know what I mean? My father, I witnessed him getting high at a very young age. You know what I mean? I witnessed him putting his hands on my mother at a very young age. And you know, one thing led to another, man. Escape from North New Jersey. You know what I mean? We escaped from North New Jersey. You know what I mean? To this day, I thank my mom, and I always tell her that, you know what I mean, despite, the things that I went through, addiction, prison, you know what I mean, mental health and things like that, I still feel, you know what I mean, that she saved my life. You know what I mean, taking me from, removing me from North New Jersey and bringing me over here to Trenton with her side of the family, my grandmother and things like that.
Right. Again, so with the area, like I said, that you said growing up in the hood, or growing up in the different locations and stuff like that. Did the neighborhood, or growing up in those rough environments, did it have, what type of influences did it have on you, or even the pop situations? Did it have any influences on you coming up?
Oh, with my father, the things
Well,
witnessing my father do.
well, all
Or
of them
the things in general. Oh,
in
absolutely.
general.
I mean,
Yeah.
one thing led to another. It led me to, just and sell drugs. You know what I mean? I was at a very young age putting jokes together, putting like little robberies together. You know what I mean? Because like I said, I had witnessed some things as a child in North New Jersey. You know what I mean? And these things I had, carried with me, you know what I mean? And not right away, because I was still a child. I was like 8 or 9 when we moved from North. However, you know what I'm saying, I would remember, you know what I'm saying, and later on down the line, I would put those things that I had witnessed into play.
Right. So, because that's why I like to try to. What about, did you have any times? What about how was it, far as going to school and stuff? Was you into sports or anything? How was your school? Was you able to like be still like all right in school, or did you have any interest in school? How was your schooling and
Damn, man,
activities?
that's a good question, bro. That's really a good question, man. School for me in the beginning, and and as early on as a child was hard. I had self-esteem issues. Um,
Right.
And that had a lot to do with my parents. I had told you before that my parents they were
Right.
both born deaf.
Right.
They were both born deaf, and me and my brother and my sister, we had to learn sign language, and
Right.
you know
That's tough.
children,
So
go ahead, bro.
yeah, I wanted to just touch on that too, because there's nothing wrong with that, but you're good and you just jump. I always say everybody jump questions. I wanted to bring that in there, and that's great.
Oh,
How
my
did you and
bad.
your brothers and sisters? This is all cool. But how did you teach it? So how did y'all learn how to speak sign language?
I mean, babies are intelligent, man. You know that, man. Like,
Right.
yeah, man. Like, all I can toss it up is to to God first. You know what I mean? And my mom. you know what I mean, for being patient with us, and us just, you know what I mean, just being patient with her, obviously, we being patient with each other, and just learning to communicate, man, and having to learn that route, you know what I'm saying, just to be able to communicate. So we did what we had to do, and all in the name of love, you know what I mean. And like I said, it wasn't all easy, you know what I mean. It was hard, you know what I mean. And like I said, I had self-esteem issues, and like I said, I didn't like to speak in school and things like that. I didn't think I spoke well. I didn't think I was too articulate, and I felt like people made fun of me and things like that. And I never felt like I fit in and things like that. So things was hard. I would, and the way I acted out, or was through aggression.
Right. So you think you got suspended a lot? You got into fights and stuff early?
Yeah, I got into fights early on a lot. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So I mean, we'll jump that. So that's all relative to like you said, a lot of things like that happens in our community and stuff. So I would go to like, will you go to like trials and tribulations that you have, which are basically what you've been already. So we go to like when you was like, you would say any hustling and like you said, the jokes. When did these things start occurring? Like when you was in middle school, high school, or
middle school. I can remember as soon as I went to middle school, bro, like middle school was it. Middle school, I was good in elementary school. I was always I wasn't never slow or nothing like that. I was always good with my schoolwork. But as soon as I hit middle school, it was just the peer pressure was crazy, and I didn't have, it was just my mother there, you know what I mean? So, we ran over my mother, man. I mean, right. Being honest, you know what I mean, that we ran over her. We was able to run over her. You know what I mean? So,
right. Yeah. So like you said before, how many siblings, how many brothers you had?
I got one brother and I got one sister, and I'm the oldest.
Oh, okay. So you was pretty much running with like your schoolmates or whatever.
Neighborhood kids, neighborhood friends, you know what I mean, in school. I mean, I remember, that's when I got introduced to smoking weed. You know what I mean? They used to sell joints for $1 right across the street from my middle school. I mean, so, me and my friends, we would get our lunch money up, and here we go. We buying 7, 8, joints, 9 joints or whatever, and we would just go, and just dip off somewhere and smoke. Junior high school stuff, man.
Mm-hmm.
Cutting class.
Right. That's cool. I mean, so just elaborate on that. You know what I mean? I'm sorry for like cut you off. I like how you think. You just elaborate on those things. Is like I said, trials and tribulations, and just get into like, did you eventually like get caught up in? I mean, eventually, I know. Yeah. So just lead it to like in your first runnings into with the popo.
Okay. As a juvenile and before I indulged in the heavy drugs, my mind was, I was always on point. And as a juvenile, I never got arrested. Like I never got arrested for selling drugs. It wasn't until I turned adult that I turned 21 and I started indulging with heroin, sniffing dope. That's when I started to slip up and make mistakes and do things that I wouldn't normally do. Like I would never walk down the street with 3 or 4 bundles of heroin in a hoodie. And this is something that I would, I would start to do when I started indulging in smack.
Okay. So what introduced you into that? Was it because that was what you was hustling, or that's what you was getting people for, or what?
Nah, this is a good question, bro. This was something that I was hustling since I was 16, and my brother was I was 16, my brother was 15, and before that we was selling crack, we was selling weed, we was selling crack. But once we moved to Perry Street in Trenton, New Jersey, and right now they call it Paradise Ave, but Perry Street in Montgomery in Trenton, New Jersey, that's when we got introduced to selling heroin. and we just flourished, man. We just flourished, and just got money, and I took care of my, my mother and my family, and we did, things normal kids do, buy cars, waste money on, trips, jewelry, dice games, regular things that young kids do.
Right.
And like I said, it wasn't until I slipped up one night, and I don't, I got caught out. I was with my man, and I just got curious, and I'm like, I want to see why people, why people be, chasing us the way they do. And I just took a ping, and that ping led me to 30 years or 20, 30 years, probably 20 something plus years of misery, man, of ups and downs, tribulations, and things like that, man. Prison, spending damn near half my life in prison, missing out on, my kids' lives and things like that, graduations, basketball games, football games, things like that. Like I missed out a lot through my addiction. And then through my addiction, it led me to make mistakes, and I would just, just do, like I said, I would just get caught with guns and just do stupid, silly stuff, man, that I wouldn't normally do, which led me to, like I said, spend a, enormous amount of time in prison, which I ended up doing in New York in 2002 when I came home in 2009.
Right. So, how many? I would say overall, how much time did you ever? How much time did you do behind the wall?
I wish that would have, like I always say, I wish that would have been my first time, because all them other times I say it was a joke. You know what I'm saying? Because behind the wall up New York, like it was the real deal, and it that was the first time I was somewhere, and I was like, yo, like at 30 years old, I'm like, yo, it's you know what I mean? This is, you finally made it to the big league, kid. You know what I mean? Like all them other bids, like 4 years here, 3 years, 2.5, like all them things was, I was always comfortable, and they didn't do nothing but, like, you just meet people, and you network, and like I said, I didn't learn nothing. It wasn't until my last bid that I was like, oh yeah, like.
That's why I said you're so sharp. That's what I was gonna ask you. How many times or what did it take for you to start learning? For you to like, realize that like you was banging your head against the wall.
Oh my dude, my pops OD'd 4 years. Like now it'd be like 5 years. My pops OD'd when I was on Rikers Island on a parole violation, and I couldn't go to his funeral. And I was right there, like here in North New Jersey, and I'm right there, and you know what I mean, on Rikers Island. I'm 45, like a half hour away, and I can't even go to his funeral. I mean, and I just thought about, me, you know what I mean, like my pops got caught out there through his addiction, and you know what I mean, and I love him, you know what I mean, but he was selfish. You know what I mean, like he was selfish, man. But as an you know what I mean, as somebody who was caught up, you know what I mean, and lived that life and lived it well, you know what I mean, that addict, like I went hard. So now I know, Pop, I know how it is, Pop. You know what I mean? I know how it is. But I choose to live, Pop. You know what I mean? I want to be a father to my kids, Pop. You know what I mean? I want my moms to be happy, Pop. You know what I mean? I want my, you know what I mean?
Right.
I'm not gonna make that mistake my father made. Exactly. That's what I'm just trying. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what's good about this is because I'm gonna ask you another question, but in that same interest, not to embarrass you because it doesn't matter because I know you're way past this and you're strong. You've been doing good, and
Absolutely.
that's why I wanted to do this because I know this is redemption for you, and you've been working hard at everything you've been doing.
Right.
So,
and this is how I give back, bro. This is how I give back.
When you was using, how much money how many bags a day, or like how much money was you spending like when you was using? Why, bro? I'm live. You doesn't see this?
Hey, yo, if I was to think, like, I would go crazy. Like it'll hurt me to think how much money I spent on. You know what I mean? But drug dealers, when I was getting money, when I was hustling and getting high, I would sift like about a brick a week, a brick and a half a week, about 50, 60, about 60, 70 bags a week. Yeah.
But yeah, so because I really wasn't at the time for you, it wasn't like that because you was basically making the money, so it wasn't. I
But
mean, it still
I
was.
gotta let me say something too. I gotta say that was like recently when I was getting high, like back in like the 90s and stuff like that, the heroin was way different. You didn't have to use like the count was way bigger. The dope, you know what I mean? The heroin was really heroin. Like you was getting high. Like you didn't need this. Nowadays you gotta sniff bag after
Mm,
bag after bag after bag. You know what I'm saying? Because of all that, the chemicals that they got in there and all that. This is why you gotta do people is you couldn't never do 7, 8 bags back in the 80s and the 90s, bro. When I was you couldn't do that.
right.
Nowadays, this is what people do. They be like, yo, son, I just slapped 7 bags or 8 or whatever.
Damn.
It's way different.
Mm-hmm.
It's way different.
Right. So you saying if you was don't even think about it, but if it was now, you saying it would be even that it would be even worse of a use.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh
Absolutely.
man.
I know it was.
Right.
I know it was. And
Why?
anybody to tell you, man, like,
Why is it even even the timing? Like even like now, like it used to be like in the morning. Like the shifts changed too. You understand that? Like, why? How was that? You understand? You know what I mean? Because I know that used to be a morning habit. Like the guy they used to always say, like you would do that from the 6 to 9 shift or whatever.
that's a
And
fact.
now guys do it like at night. Like not. I don't understand that.
Because it's cheap like crack, my brother. That's why.
Okay. Okay.
Okay? That's why. It's cheap.
Okay.
It's cheap. It's all over America.
Right.
It's cheap, bro.
Very
It's just
dangerous.
like crack. The coke is way more expensive than that. That is it's cheap. And
Okay.
these dudes is going in these fake chemists. They, you know what I mean? Everybody think
Right.
they're chemists now, you know what I mean? And they going in here and then that's putting a little bit too much, you know what I mean? I don't even know about that fentanyl.
Right.
I mean,
Right.
but that's what
That's
you know
very
what I mean.
dangerous as well. Yeah, it's
Yes, it's
very,
dangerous,
very
man.
dangerous.
And they playing with people's lives. They don't care. They don't
Ex-
care. They don't
exact,
care.
exactly,
Man, listen, bro. They don't
exactly.
care, man. I learned
But
the hard way, man. You know how I learned the hard way? Besides that, I guess I have to remember because I got to be honest, man. You know what I mean?
hmm
For a long time, I didn't think, you know what I mean, if you sniffed, you know what I mean, that you could OD or whatever, ignorant.
hmm
So I'm chilling. I wasn't going hard. You know what I mean? I was just like, I was still like tight. I had just came home. I maxed out. I came home, and at that time I was, I wasn't full fledged. I was supposed to be not doing nothing at all. But I pull up. I go around the way. I pull up. Yo, let me get 2 bags. I don't even know strands, but that's one mistake right there. I don't even know. I go, boom. I bust the 2 bags. I pull up. I go to the store. Luckily, I went into the store because when I went into the store, you know what I mean? Obviously, I passed out because I woke up in the hospital. When I woke up, I had tubes in my nose and all that. I obviously I OD, right?
hmm
I OD, bro.
Wow. Exactly, and then that's what I was gonna. And I think this is the answer, but that's what I was gonna go to. Like what, just like the jail thing. What got you to the point that you realized that we can't do this anymore?
Oh my God! When I maxed out just now, and they sent me way the last. I'm maxing out. I'm finally about to be off parole, and they send me way up by Canada, bro. I'm like 10 hours away from Jersey, and not only am I far, but the jail is. Anybody tell you Bear Hill? It's a medium, but it's a gladiator school, bro. It's a gladiator school. It's a cut in every. It's so bad. that you can only use the phone once a day. That's how bad it is. You gotta sign a list and use a phone to use the phone, and you can use the phone like inside the dorm, or or the only way you can use the phone again if you go to the yard, you got to go outside. But that's how bad it is. Like I said, you can only use the phone once a day. The disrespect, the stealing, the disrespect from the post. I just couldn't deal with it no more, homie. I just was like, oh, I can't. It's just too much. It's too much. It's too much. They'll cause you to catch a new one, bro. It's
exactly.
too much.
So I'm saying, and along with the what about the substance abuse? What made you turn the substance abuse down?
Turn it off.
I mean, turn it off. Yeah.
Well, like I said, I just lost. I mean, my father just OD'd off the same thing that you know what I mean?
Right.
Like father, like son. Like,
right.
You know what I mean? What I'm gonna go out like my dad and leave my kids?
Right.
Nah, I can't do that. I couldn't do that. I couldn't break my mother's heart like that.
Right.
I couldn't do that, man. That's nah.
Right. And how much does that mean to you as well? I've seen it. You my homie. You know what I'm saying? My big homie. Like the time of missing. How much is that important? Like trying to rekindle and get things right with your kids. Could you express to like the audience, like
And it means everything to me because every relation, all my relationships with my kids was good except for one, my daughter. Like she's 18 now, but we had up until recently, our relationship was strained, and it was due to my selfishness. It was due to me being a coward. Me being selfish, chasing that bag. Not handling my dipping off on my baby girl when she needed me. Like I could sympathize, and I know what she. Now I know. I didn't know when I was going through what I was going through because my head was it was foggy. It was cloudy at the moment, man.
Mm-hmm.
So I wasn't thinking. And this just goes back to being selfish. But now I know because I can remember as a kid, my pops calling my moms and stuff like that, or they making some type of arrangements for him to come get me or him to come visit, and us sitting on the steps waiting for him and him not pulling up. Now I know.
Right. Repeating the cycle.
Repeating the cycle. But she see now she know, now she really, because I used to always be like, baby, I'm here, and then I go back to jail again. You know what I'm saying? Then I come home and I call and I'm here, and I go back to jail again.
Was you one of the guys that, like a lot of these YouTube guys, was you one of the guys, any of those bids that, like, was you ever like influenced or any gang, like join any gang or like anything that happened?
Nah. I never I was offered from every faction of gang to but nah. I'm Muslim, I've been Muslim since I was 16 years old. Before that I was in the Nation of Guards and Earths from 13 to 16, and this is what I've been doing. Ever since. I don't say it's a religion, I say it's a way of life. This is my way of life.
Where did that come from?
That came from it was like the gods on earth, the wave came through Jersey, like
okay.
It was like a wave. It was like how the gangs came. It was like a wave, but it was dope and it was needed because it gave us a sense of pride, man. It gave us something to look, to look up to, and and look at something. And to be able to dig it and dig ourselves.
Right. So that definitely was a positive one thing, that even though you was kind of, we can you say off your demons in a way, but kind of kept you balanced.
Right. Because like I was telling my uncle yesterday, he had stopped by, and I had to let him know how I told him yo, I talk about you, man, and he was like, well, I said, yeah, man, you know, I didn't have a father, but y'all came through. Like I can't say that I didn't. My uncles ain't come through because y'all did. You know what I mean? You show love, like you know what I mean, and you instill principles and values in me that even though I was out doing what I was doing, I still held on to things. It was certain things that I wouldn't do. You know what I mean? I would respect my elders. You know what I mean? Like it was just certain, like I said, principles that they instilled in me that I still carry to this day, which
Right.
separate. I mean, me from a lot of people, man. And this is why me and you got this thing that we got going on right now, man.
Right. What is besides the obvious that you already stated, do you like, does it ever be in the back of your mind of, like getting high, anything? What keeps you like way in front of that thing?
Just my daughter, man. Like the song that she sings to me, like damn near every day, she be like calling me her hero and all that, man. Like I wouldn't change none of that, bro. I
Right.
couldn't, bro. It's like I love life right now, man. I
I
love it,
feel
man.
you.
And I don't even want too much. I'm a simple man. I'm very simple, man.
That's cool. What about let me see, even up to today, what is like one of your what is Rafiq's hobbies?
That's dope, man. Rafiq, I like to play chess. Chess is
Uh,
yeah, yeah. I love basketball. I love NBA. I love boxing. So I watch a lot of games and things like that. I watch a lot of the old school fights, old school fighters.
mm-hmm. Gotta get our Hector Camacho on,
You know that. You know what I mean?
huh?
My Marvin Hagler and all that. I mean
Marvin Hagler have this
Thomas
bars.
Hitman Hearns and all that.
Yeah, mm-hmm. You know that. My man, we lost Sweet Pea too, man. Sweet Pea, dude,
Oh
with
man, that's a
Cornell. I
fact,
said,
man.
Luke
Rest in
Cornell
peace, Sweet Pea.
Whitaker. Yeah, Sweet Pea.
That's
You
a
know my
fact.
mom would just
They
come from
they
my.
robbed my boy. They robbed him.
You know he got robbed.
You
My
know,
mom,
shout out to
my
Sweet
mom
Pea, man.
actually babysitted him. She only a few years older than him. My mom
Really?
actually babysitted
Look
Sweet
at
Pea
that,
for him. She
man.
from
That's
Norfolk,
dope, man.
Virginia.
Okay.
Word.
Yeah,
Um,
I call it how I see it, man. Everybody, the whole world know he got robbed, man. The
yeah,
whole
that
world know
was
he
that
got
was a
robbed. The only
classic.
ones
Like
that didn't say he got robbed was the y'all
it was
already
your
know.
them people. Yeah, you already know down there in Mexico. You already know. You already know. So yeah, you answer that, but I'll ask again. So so you say that your beliefs is that so you're Muslim, and you said since 13 your beliefs you been on it. So you've been on your deen since you was 13. You said, well, you started off with the gods and earth,
I
your
started off
belief
with God's
system.
nurse, right,
Okay.
right at 13, and then at 16, I accepted Shahada. I always believed in God. No, I always knew it was a God. Like I always knew it was. I knew that. They say that man is the reflection or the image of God, and what I mean in his eyes and all that. But nah, man,
You like to
like I
use your
said,
mind, like you said with the chess. What would you say? What type of skills and talents do you have that you would like to offer?
my skills and talents is like I said, I'm smart. I like to read. I like to fight. I like to I
Like
like
the
to
box.
box. Yeah, I play a little ball, and I just I just like to bring I just like to make people happy, man, and you know what I
Right.
mean, and bring that positive vibe, man, and just
Right.
let people be they self, man, and you know what I mean, and let your guard down, and you ain't got to be what I mean, a certain way, and it's okay to say you're not okay. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean, and you know what I mean, and it's okay to what I mean to tell your brother, man, you love him, and like I said, man, we ain't all got to be
You
tough and
got
be
a you got a big
screwing each
heart.
other down and all that, man. We don't got to do that. We've been all of us, man,
Mm-hmm.
we've been beat down far too long to continue to keep doing it, man.
Correct. Say brothers is arms. All right. So right now I want to go ahead and like set everybody up for this game. That it's just a
Right.
yes or no question. You just go with one or the other. You know what I'm saying? There's no right or wrong. It's just which
Dig,
one you
dig.
gonna go with. You ready?
Yeah, yeah. Let's go.
Your partner's in here with a real life.
Yeah, yeah. Real life, real
All right.
spit.
All right. All right. Build or destroy. It's either or.
What you said? They yes and no questions.
Yeah, it's either one of the words. If the
Bill,
first one is okay, it's just that. All right. Braids or fade.
fade, baby.
Shoot or fight.
Fight
Truck or whip.
with
Benz or Beamer.
bands,
Boots or kicks.
kicks,
Fitted or dad hat.
fitted,
Thick or thin.
thick,
What is it?
Documentary or movie.
What is it?
documentary,
Huh?
Pool or ocean.
pool,
Hot or cold.
hot,
Paper or plastic.
paper,
Loyal or shiesty.
loyal,
Fast or slow.
slow,
City or country.
city,
Love or lust.
love,
Looks or substance.
substance,
Own or lease.
own,
Friends or family.
family,
Fast food or homemade.
homemade,
Cash or credit.
cash,
Math or science.
science.
Equality or justice.
Ooh, that's a good one, man. Equality, brother.
Talk or listen.
Listen,
Breakfast or dinner.
breakfast,
Water or juice.
water.
Yorkie or pit.
Come on, doggy, pet.
Condo or mansion.
Mansion,
Book or magazine.
book,
Glock or 38.
38,
Rice or noodles.
rice,
Weave or natural.
natural,
Tits or buns.
buns,
Marvin Gaye or R. Kelly.
Marvin Gaye.
Scarface or Styles P.
Wow, Scarface.
90s rap or 2000s rap.
90s rap.
Here's a big one here. Biggie or pun.
Wow, why would you do that to me? Why would you do that? Biggie, man.
Oh,
I'm sorry,
man.
bro.
Oh,
To all my peoples, man.
this man is gonna jump through the. You about to jump through the camera with this one too. Turkey and cheese or ham and cheese.
Funny. Turkey and cheese.
Nike or Adidas.
Nike. That's a good one, bro.
B-ball or football.
B-ball, man. Favorite sport.
Heaven or hell.
Heaven, my brother.
Most definitely. All right. What does Allah mean to you?
Allah means life. Allah means mercy.
Okay.
Allah means creator of everything that exists. Allah means love. Allah means unity. Allah means righteousness.
If the worst was to happen anytime soon, what would you want people to remember you as?
Man, oh. that I was sincere, man. That I was sincere what I was trying to do. You know what I mean? And that's, trying to be a better father, learn to be a better father, learn to be a better husband, and learn to be a better brother. You know what I mean? And that I was sincere when I left, you know what I mean, the drugs and that life alone.
Right. Um, what made you think about getting a YouTube channel?
Therapy, therapy.
And once you got one, and now that you got one, what's your goals and plans for it? What's your vision for your channel, rather?
I want to start feeding. I want to start feeding. You know what I mean? People that the needy, man. I want to help and feed those who are less fortunate, man. That's my niyat. That's my intentions. And while I'm doing it, you know what I mean, sit there, you know what I mean, and if I can like point them, you know what I mean, to the right resources or whatever, you know what I mean, have some cards on deck with me and things like that. But that's my niyat. That's my intention, man. But I really want to, you know what I mean, and then I just want to go hard body on the youth, man.
Mm-hmm.
Kids, man. I want to, you know what I mean, kids.
What would be the where is a place on earth that most favorite place that you would like to visit that you haven't been to?
My country, my Puerto Rico. I've never been there.
Or what?
Oh, I've never been there. My kids been there, and I haven't even been there. Oh, but it's beautiful. It's a beautiful. I've seen pictures from like all different type of
Mm-hmm.
sections of the island and things like that. Yeah, I want to see that. I'm so interested to see the Taino Indian statues and things like that. I want to see that, bro.
Right. That's a great answer with that.
That's right, man. Free tank head, man.
What do you value most in life?
Family. What I took, for granted for so many years, I value, you know what I mean, wholeheartedly today.
Um, what is something about yourself that you can do, or something about you that Latin Pain will be surprised that you can do, or about you?
Oh man, I don't know. I could do. I don't know, bro. I could make my stomach roll. I don't know. I could make my stomach do the wave, bro.
You can make your stomach
Oh,
do the way.
yeah,
it
like
could
I
be
could make
so,
my stomach do the wave. Like
it could be
you'd have
so
to see it to know what I'm talking about.
that. um,
I could
um,
cook.
s- see, yeah, something like that is cool. That's what I'm looking for. Um, Similar last question.
Speak Spanish word.
If you was who if you had your choice, rather than alive or gone, who would you like to play chess with?
Alive? You said
Yeah,
alive
they
or
could be
dead?
dead or alive. Yeah, they could be dead or alive, because it could be somebody that you know.
Yeah, and I'm a straight up say it's gonna be somebody that my uncle, man. That's yeah. I would love to sit here and play a game of chess with my uncle. This is the one that had introduced me to Islam. My uncle Abu. So yeah, I would definitely. If there was one person I would like to sit and play a game of chess with, it would be my uncle. So you know what I mean. That we could sit down and chop it up and see, you know what I mean, what his nephew been up to and how I'm holding it down, man.
Is it something special that you would like to do with the Moss? Like, if it was up to you, like, not changing or anything, but like, is it like say field trip wise, or like something special that you could do with like your fellowship or whatever? Is it something that you would like to do that you haven't done? It would be like something that's dope. You think?
I actually want to build my. I actually want to. I want to open up my own mosque.
Word.
I want to open up my own mosque. Yeah, I would like to open up my own mosque one day. That's my intention, to open up my own mosque. Because I don't know. I just be saying things. You know what I mean? And I just feel like not just the mosque, but the churches too. I feel like they can do more. I feel like they don't be really, you know what I mean, going in the trenches and if you're not, if you're not presentable, you know what I mean, and if it's a lot of they just be a lot of discrimination, man, and people don't be wholeheartedly on what they be, you know what I mean, what they be preaching.
Well, okay. Oh, it's one of those things where like, yeah, like you're for it and you're definitely not going to turn your back on it because of your beliefs, but then it's like a third of the room kind of ain't all put together the way that
Right,
you would
because
like it.
I'm not going to deny somebody to come in if you want to, if you look like you've been getting high or whatever, and you
Right.
know what I'm saying, and your sneakers is ran down, and you know what I mean, like I said, and you looking bad, and you know what I mean. And I'm not going, some people now you there look at you and be like, you can't come in here. But
Mm.
I'm different. I'm not. I'm different from that. You might need to come in here. You might need a shower. You might need to change your clothes. This is why I say I wanna open up my own mosque.
Hmm.
I want to be able to to have these services, man.
Right.
Not just for Muslims, but for anybody that's, you know what I mean, coming home from jail that might not you know what I mean, not have nowhere to stay, or they might have a relapse and they don't have nowhere to stay, and you know what I mean, they don't want to they want to stop right now, but they need some help. And
Right.
but if they can't get the help right now, they might need to keep doing what they're doing, which will eventually lead them to something. You know what I mean? And I just feel like you can prevent that a lot, man. Or sometimes people just need an ear. They just need somewhere to sit, have a drink of coffee. You know what I'm saying? Things
Right.
like that. Oh, you know what I mean?
No doubt. Exactly. Yeah, that's most of the questions I was gonna actually ask you as well. Just like how you just kicked that. Is this something else that like that you would want to let the people know, like that you just like that you wanted to speak upon
My brother.
far as the channel or your beliefs or anything? Like I see that you always be on current events. You also, you always just focus on, like you said, worrying about children, homeless kids, and the community and stuff like that. Is there anything that you want to speak upon about that, or anything
Just
in
like
general?
I feel like we really bro, we touched everything. Word. I feel like we touched everything. Other than my intention is this week to make. I'm gonna start off small. I mean, I'm gonna put 20 platters together. You know what I mean, and I'm gonna go. You know what I mean, go feed some people that need. You know what I mean, need some food, or the people that's hungry. Like I said, I just want to start off small. I'm gonna open up a PO box so people that want to donate food. You know what I mean, you know what I mean, they'll be able to donate food or whatever they want.
That's
And
dope idea.
right, and I got we got the breakfast, the morning show. Me and my brother Latin Pain.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I said, we pretty much wrapped up everything, man. It
Right.
was dope. I had a good time. I tell you that much. I didn't think it was gonna be this. Word. It
Yeah, I
was dope
mean,
though.
usually,
I enjoyed it, man. Word.
yeah, I mean, we had it was a great time. Usually,
No.
sometimes I have a little bit more questions or a little bit more of the game, but I wanted to condense it. I mean, I didn't want to go overwhelming. And then, like I said, you had a lot you have a lot to offer, but then I didn't want to go too crazy and stuff like that. But
Right,
y'all got a dope program going on over there together, and you're and by yourself, man. I
right.
just
Thank
want
you,
to
bro.
let people, certain people that I have on my side alone, and just have like everybody from the community. I like to try to interview everybody.
Right,
Miss Hicks, you're next. I just try to let everybody get a grasp of people to have a channel so they can have their own personality to be out there. So when people are on their channel, people can just see who the individual is and just get a background on them and how they came up and stuff like that. So they don't get judged and people would just be in depth with the person, like your situation. Like I said, you
right,
just display how deep and a lot of things that you went through just to, get out your own way. And that's like a lot of our our backgrounds and our stories. A lot of us coming through the hood and stuff like that. It's no excuse, but a lot of us just people don't understand that just getting out of our own apartments and out of our own off of our own street is a task in itself.
right.
Nobody's going to give us anything for that, but just to
Mm,
understand that and be able to express it, like what you said, we as Black, Latino, all of us got to understand that we're grown. There's nothing wrong with telling a brother you're hurting and you're weak, and stop being so manly about these things, and let it be known that it's somebody that will hold you, what I'm saying, somebody that will put their hand out and try to pull you up and not gonna let you drown.
right,
So that's what we gotta start letting each other know, that somebody
right,
do care, somebody will look out.
right, right. That was dope,
So
bro. Absolutely.
if thank you, bro. And I
Hey, man.
appreciate you
Thank you,
for,
man.
yeah, I appreciate
Bro,
you
I had
for
a dope
coming up
time, bro.
here. Me too. So if anything else, just promote, just go ahead and let them know everywhere, from the gram to both of
Okay.
the shows. Just go ahead and do that, and then it's a wrap.
Okay. Well, y'all see my show. My channel is called Moving Forward with Rafiq. My IG is Rafiq 9782, right? 9782. Rafiq 9782 is my IG. My partner, the breakfast show is Latin Pain, man. Real life, real spit. And salute to y'all, man. Y'all have a safe night, man, and just stay safe and stay aware.
Right.
That's it, man, more or less. And don't give up. Like if you dealing, if you're dealing with sobriety issue or whatever issue that you got going on with you right now, you just heard a story of somebody that's been sniffing dope and basically every drug under the table. But my choice of drug was dope. And I've been sniffing since 21. I'm 49 now. I'm 49. I mean,
Man,
I've been
50
clean now
years old,
close,
look 25. Oh my goodness.
bro. All praises due to God, man. All praises due to God, man. All praises due to God. But like I said, man, thank you, T, man. You've been dope
No
since I
problem.
since I met you, man. For real,
Hey,
man. Peace
same
and
here,
blessings,
bro.
bro.
That's why I
Word, man.
wanted to do this. Amen. So, hey, you know how it is, shine to everybody. I think everybody that came out, Jessica said, wow, that's the same thing I said, Jessica, when he
Yeah,
first
March
said that. I
14th,
was
1972.
like,
Yeah. I'll be 50.
yeah,
Y'all be calling me
yeah,
50 next year.
yeah, Mr. 50.
Hey,
Hey, man, everybody, I know their friendly is going to be, vampire hours later. I'm pretty sure Pain's going to come up. So our
right.
brothers and our sisters will be up here later. I thank y'all for coming out. We had a wonderful time. Until next
Yes.
time, got to get it right, baby. And we got it right tonight. Everybody, enjoy the rest of y'all evening. This was wonderful. Until next time, we out. Peace.
Peace.